Hi, this is Big Al. This is the room where my computer is. This is where I do my recording and writing songs. And that's my computer. But anyway, I've talked, I think I mentioned, I talked to Billy Joel one time for about 45 minutes. I've been to Joe Walsh's house twice, but I'm always talking about people I've met, so I figured now's a good chance maybe just to show you some pictures. Anyway, that's David Frizzell, and you can't see it, but the guy in the red shirt, that's me. Standing next to him, it was kind of dark. That's Connie Francis. Some of these people I have not met, but I have pictures, and they're signed, like Neil Diamond. And I met Roy Clark. He came up, and he grabbed my hand, and he said, "Hey, how are you all doing?" I met Paul Anka. Paul Anka, I asked him a question, and I had to repeat it. He couldn't hear me. Because he just did a concert, and I think he had millions of dollars on the stage of equipment. There I am with Bonnie Raitt, and that was fantastic to meet her. There's David Clayton Thomas and myself from Blood, Sweat, and Tears. There's another picture of him. There's Charlie Daniels. I got to go to the Charlie Daniels Jam down in Nashville at the Memorial Hall. I met people from RCA because I worked at the Breakaway in Akron, and I wore this band around so I could, around my hand, a yellow band, I could walk around and talk to the stars. It was like the, let's see who was there, Oak Ridge Boys, Boxcar Willie, on and on. Even Dick Clark was there. There's a picture of Brenda Lee, never met her. Let's see, Gene C. Riley. There's the Carpenters. I never met those, but they're signed. I did meet Captain and Tennille. Rusty Higgins plays sax for him, does a lot of their arranging. He plays on the Queen Mary in California, and he did the piccolo part, Do It To Me One More Time, on their record. So through him I got to meet him. Tony Bennett, he was fantastic. He did a sound check, and he said, "Al, how'd I sound?" And I said, "Fantastic." But he mentioned my name. There's me when I was younger, me and Tony Bennett. And there's some local talent. Oh, Mike Albert, Elvis impersonator, one of the best in the country. Of course, Conway Twitty. I've never met him, but I met Porter Wagner, and there I am years ago with he had an all-girl band. There's the Crystals, some of the old songs. That's Ronnie Milsap. He's blind, and he did sign that for me. Met B.B. King. He treated me like a king. Great guy, class act. He signed it for me, and it says, "Big Al, stay well." Maynard Ferguson. When they played at the Breakaway, I had to run them out to the hotel because they were on a building with Mel Torme. Well, Mel Torme took the limousine, and they needed a ride, so with my I take that back, clean laundry, my Volkswagen Rabbit, I drove them out to the hotel. And there I met, older women. One of the finest Elvises, Ronnie McDowell. And I met Tom Jones. The stage manager, he didn't give it to me, but stage manager gave me some of his $50 champagne. There I am. It's the back of my, he's walking out, and you see the back of my head there to the left. I was doing security at that time. There's Crystal Go, I haven't met them. I did meet Shelley West, and there I am on the left with her. And let's see, Tony Orlando, he wrote me up a fantastic thing. Great guy, great show. That's Soupy Sales. That's the bass player from David Letterman's, from that What's-His-Face's band. Let's see, there's the Les Paul everybody talks about, Les Paul guitars. There's my buddy Rich Underwood. He's a guitar player from Akron with James Brown. There's Larry Gatlin. I met them, talked to them. That's me, second to the left. The third one on the right, that's Larry Gatlin, my first friend. That's a friend of mine on the left. Talked to him and made him turn his head. And that's one of my best friends. If you see Steve Sterling, the minister, on Facebook, he's a great singer, does Tom Jones, Engelbert. Well, that's him with Engelbert right there. I believe that's the Mavericks. And let's see. I've got more, and unless you're local, some of them you may not recognize, but if you're from Akron, I'm sure you know Stan. I'm a big fan of WNIR, my favorite radio station, and one of the finest singers in Akron, Larry Altott. And let's see, and Bob Early from WNIR. This is from the movie The Upgrade. I got a picture. Him and I are in that movie. I don't do any talking parts. I'm just in it. And if you're from Akron, Cleveland, I'm sure you know Big Chuck and Houlihan. And excuse me, I had the privilege of meeting. I'm a big fan of Lou Rawls. This is his widow, Nina. She's a fantastic lady. And if you're a guitar player, I don't even have to tell you who that is, because you know he's one of the best. And my good friend Tony Farinella from Florida actually jammed. Willie Nelson came in and jammed with him, so there's a live picture of Willie Nelson. And this gentleman here, you'll think it's Kenny Rogers, but it's not. It's my best friend since high school, Gary Lambus. If you go to Kenny Rogers Lookalike on YouTube, he got it for second place in Chicago. He's in the black suit out of 500 contestants to be Kenny Rogers Lookalike. And let's see, and that's the Greenview ads. That's Kathy from Greenview. And I've got some more around the house somewhere. But anyway, that just gives you an idea, and that's sort of a hobby of mine. And so many people I met, I wish I had asked them for a picture or autograph. I didn't have a camera, like Bob Hope, and on and on. I got to talk to a lot of people, George Jones, and I've been very lucky in my life. So, hey, nice talking to you. Bye-bye, Big Al.